Welcome in, everybody, to WJLX's broadcast of Bevill State softball, where today we're watching the Bevill State Bears host the Snead State Parsons. Brian Hill, alongside me, Sebastian Bass. We are looking at our first broadcast of Bevill State softball. They come into the contest 7-7 after posting their first shutout win of the season against Columbia State, and then followed up a 4-1 to even the record at 7-7. But they're going to have a good test today against the Snead State Parsons, who come in at 11-10.
You are correct, Brian, and I can't tell you how happy I am to see softball after we had a pretty decent first run with the Bevill State Bears in basketball season, but I'm ready for some softball here.
I love me some softball. And up in the mound, Anna Lacey, who was the shutout winning pitcher in that shutout, 7-0 win over Columbia State. She will be up to bat, and first she'll be facing off against Burr of Shelton State. First pitch here from Summerton. Lacey looks and deals, and that's going to be a strike.
Beautiful sunny day here, Brian, over here in Summerton.
Boy, the temperature is absolutely going perfect on this. As Lacey deals and a quick little hit to third base, and she is out. So first out for the Bears. Bass, I tell you what, I've been to some of these games around this time of the year, and you could be dealing with 45 degrees. You know, and today we're dealing with 79. So I don't think you could ask for better weather than this. It's absolutely there's not a single even white cloud in the sky. First pitch, and this is to Hornbuckle. That's going to be a ball.
And Brian, talking about the weather, you are right though. I mean, we've been having some pretty warm weather here as of late, and I think we're finally starting to get in those spring-summer temps here.
Yeah, absolutely. Next pitch, and that one's going to be a strike, so we're evened out at 1-1. The Bears will make the return trip to Snead State, and that's going to be on Sunday. We will not be joining them for that trip as Lacey, and this is going to be hit out to right field. Underneath it, and grabbing the out for the Bears. Second out. I've got to get my roster out here. And now up for Shelton State, batter number 3 in the lineup. First pitch. And that's going to be a strike. So Lacey having a strong outing here. This is Penley for the Parsons. That last out was recorded by Hickey, Catherine Hickey. Lacey deals once again, and that one's going to be high in the zone. 2-1 is the count. 2 outs here, top of the first inning. Game scoreless. Third pitch on the way by Lacey. Looks and deals. And that one's going to be low in the zone. Now 2-1. Bass, we've got a lot of local flavor from inside the county here for the Bears. We're going to be naming off some of those names here very soon. And a little shot out to left field, gathering up on the run. Can't see her number. We'll have all that
number 1 or 2, maybe.
That could be, I think that's Brianna Barton, the Lynn Bear. She went from Bear to being another Bear. So one of our local players. That was a double. Still 2 outs here. Pitch. That one's going to be outside. 1-0 the count. And the second pitch too cold is going to be outside, so it's now a 2-1, 2-0 count. Third pitch of the at-bat, and that one's going to be a strike, so came back 2-1 now the count. Fourth pitch coming up at the at-bat. Lacey deals, and that one's going to be high and outside. 3-1 now the count. Lacey delivers, and that one's going to be fouled backward, so a full count at 3-2. 2 outs here. Runner on second base. Bears looking to get out of this without any scores on the scoreboard. Next pitch, and this one's rocketed out to mid-center field, but underneath it, gathering up is Barton for the out. So, 0-0 to score. We're heading to the bottom of the first inning. We'll be right back.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently, when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake Mackenzie from All South Land and Timber. We've been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Welcome back, everybody, to we're here in Summerton. Bevill State Bears versus the Snead State Parsons. The Bears now up to bat. Santana Clark taking her first
Your
cut.
story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over.
On 1 to count. Santana, one of the Carbon Hill Bulldogs here on the squad. At Speedster Bass, she is second in the entire conference in stolen bases, 25. 381 batting average, so getting her on base is going to be key today for the Bears.
Definitely pretty impressive here, as you definitely know she's a key player for this Bevill State Bear team.
Next pitch, 0-2, and this is going to be a high ball, 1-2 the count. The Santana's one of many local Walwyn area players that we have on the Bears. We'll name that off after this next pitch. That's going to be the 1-2. And Santana knocks this down the foul line. They can't get to it, so it will be a foul ball. Brianna Barton, she is a Lynn Bear, as we mentioned her earlier. Caitlin Makinson, one of the pitchers, she's an Oakman Wildcat. Cheyenne Besby, another one of the Oakman Wildcats, and Caitlin Scola, a Curly Yellow Jacket. And now another ball, 2-2 the count. Chris Harris in his first season with the Bears, won a state championship with the Parish Tornadoes back in 2014. And Santana rips this one out into the outfield. They cannot get to it. Santana is heading to second, and she is going to hold up there with a stand-up double. Great job there by Santana Bass to get that right out to where it would be a tough catch.
Yeah, that was a powerful hit here, but unfortunately, Bevill State had the luck on their side.
Yep. And sometimes it is great to have that good luck, as Catherine Hickey now takes her first cuts at the plate. First pitch, and that's going to be a bunt, but it's going to foul territory. As we mentioned, and this is going to have to be on the mind of the Parsons, you figure, Santana Clark, 25 stolen bases. She certainly has the speed to get around there, so you have got to be on first alert if you're Snead State. And high in the zone now. 1-1 the count. Tried to get Santana after she was off the base, but did not happen. Next pitch to Hickey, and she swung through on that one. Count is 1-2. Santana played out there for longtime Carbon Hill softball coach Wade Tittle.
Foul ball hit just right behind us it goes.
And Hickey is from Sylacauga, not that far away. Next pitch to Hickey, and she swung through on that one for the third strike. So one out here, bottom of the first inning. And coming up to the plate, Katie Puckett will take her cuts. Puckett's another one of those that are right outside of the top 10 in batting average, but she's up there, so a very capable hitter. Puckett swings through that one. That's going to be a foul ball. So there's plenty of opportunity here to do some damage on the scoreboard.
Yeah, keep in mind, they still have Santana Clark over there on second base, so definitely be keeping an eye on her.
And there goes Santana. She's off, going to third, and she is safe. So stolen base for Santana Clark. It's 26 on the season now for her. I checked this earlier. I didn't know how far that she was separated. She might be in first place now after that one.
Foul ball hit right behind us here once again. Makes it a 1-2 situation.
Now this is going to put a lot of pressure, of course, on Snead State, because with a good sacrifice fly, there's no problem with Clark getting in. So I imagine that's got to be foremost on the mind of the Parsons. Next pitch to Puckett, and she's going to foul off. She is battling here. We've had a 1-2 count for the past couple of pitches. Right is in the circle for Snead State. And the pitch, and once again another foul. So we're having a long-standing battle here, Bass.
It's just one of those where it don't want to take off towards center field, but it don't want to take off in general. It just wants to go behind us.
Well, you know, when you get these long-standing counts like this where things are not moving, it's continuing foul as the next pitch, and now that's going to be 2-2. It begins to frustrate a pitcher. As they're teetering right there on the edge of being able to get the batter out, but the continual foul starts to frustrate them. The 2-2 count, and that one's down in the zone. Now full count, 3-2. And you figure on this particular bat, she's got to be up around 8 or 9 pitches. The 3-2, And a smash out, but that's going to be a foul to the left-hand side.
Was a beautiful hit if she could just had it towards center field there, or even to the left or right of it.
Yeah, if it would have stayed within the foul zone, I tell you what, that would have been a dangerous hit.
Mm-hmm.
Next pitch, and that one's rocketed down, and the first baseman cannot get a hold of it. And Puckett with the RBI as Santana Clark scores, and the Bevill State Bears get on the scoreboard first. And if it gets any more dangerous for the Snead State Parsons, up comes Mackenzie Kirby, number 5 in the conference with a .476 average and number 6 in doubles. She has 7 doubles on the season, so this is a chance with a good hit by Kirby to really get a good advantage in this game. As the pitch, and it looks like we've got a foul, 0-1 the count.
I believe Kirby was one of the ones we interviewed back on Monday night.
She was indeed. Apparently, the consensus is her and Megan Carroll are the team's pranksters and jokesters. Got to have those. If you don't, you're just kind of a bunch of robots out there. I almost think that it might be a good idea if we have the two of them on at the same time, her and Caro, and see how much they could crack us up. Maybe a little stand-up routine as a throw over to first does not get Puckett. 2-1 the count.
And just a reminder before we get the nenext pitch to check out that video on our Facebook page.
Absolutely.
WJLX.
And swing through on that one did Kirby. Evens the count at 2-2. Yeah, the video's up along with our write-up from the 2 wins against Columbia State. Check out the shutout victory write-up. And a pitch high in the zone, 3-2 now, as Wright's back in that danger zone that she doesn't necessarily want to be in. Here it comes, and now foul ball. Once again, we're starting to have one of those battles. The longer the batter gets these fouls, the longer they take the advantage in this pitching duel. Right, looks and deals, and once again fouled off. And yet again, we don't keep the pitch count, but Bass, I would think that she's somewhere around 7 already in this, and she had to be in 9 or 10 in the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So she's already thrown well over 20 pitches already in this inning. Versus Lacey, who probably threw around 9.
Fortunately for the Bears, it ended up pretty well last time.
Certainly did. Kirby asking for a little timeout. Now she's back and ready. 3-2. Once again, the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Bears lead 1-0. And looks and deals, and Kirby's going to foul it off once again. As the stalemate continues. Next pitch to Kirby. And did she hold up? Yes, she did. So, nope, they are going to say that she swung through it. So out on this one. Puckett does advance to second base. Savannah Neely now up to the bat. Second out here. First pitch to Neely, and that one's high. 1-0 the count. The Parsons on Tuesday defeated Cleveland State 7-3, and then they lost the return game 7-3. So I guess they were determined that it was going to be a 7-3 game one way or the other, win or lose. And next pitch, now 2-0. Now, Bass, you begin to wonder with all these pitches. I know we've got to be up around the 30-plus range. As Neely swings through that one for a strike. His right starting to get worn out a little already.
Starting to wonder, Brian, because it's pitch count's definitely high up there.
Mm-hmm. And swing through on that one did Neely again. That's 2-2 the count. Two on the way, and swung through that one for the strikeout. So the Bears do damage, 1-0. We're heading to the top of the second. We'll be right back.
We're just starting out or starting over. Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently, when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake Mackenzie from All South Land and Timber. We have been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
And welcome back as the first at-bat for Bird. That's a foul ball, so Lacey now with an 0-1 count. Top of the second inning here from Summiton. Lacey, that one's extremely high. Boy, if she would have swung at that, I think everybody would have laughed.
Definitely was a little high up there.
Bears up 1-0, looking to get out of this inning without any answering scores. Lacey next pitch, and that one's another foul, so 1-2 now the count. Lacey's checking the signs. Now the pitch. And this one's going to be straight up. Underneath it, Kirby could not get it. So, going to be reaching on an error. Will Bird. Now up to bat Hurley. No outs here in the top of the second inning. A runner on base. Lacey looks and deals and swung through on that one. Did Hurley. Oh, and won the count. Next pitch. And that one's going to be fouled off, so now we're 0-2.
That ball may have hit over there on Main Street.
Yeah, I hope it didn't bounce off and hit my SUV. I don't think my wife would be too happy if I came home with a ding. I'd wear it proudly, though.
For sure, for sure.
0-2 count coming up from Lacey, and that one's going to be outside. 1-2 now the count. The 1-2. And swinging through. Oh, they're going to say it was not completely swung through. Now 1-2 the count once again. Must have had a little tip action on that one. Got a little piece of it. And once again another foul, so we're staying at 1-2. Lacey looks and deals. And that one's going to be outside for a foul. 2-2 now the count. As you can probably hear, the sing-along is now going on in the Parsons bullpen and in the dugout. Lacey deals, and this one's going to be rocketed way out into left field. Won't be able to get to it, so it's going to be another foul ball.
Two and two is the count.
And that one is sent foul, this time to the right-hand side. Take my hat off to Snead State. They're pretty good with their sing-along. They're not the Cordova Blue Devils, who I think is probably the best of all time. Bass, you remember some of those. They can cheer.
Oh yeah,
Out. They can cheer you out of the park.
Been to many Cordova softball games through my high school years, and it was a beautiful time over there.
Oh yeah. Next pitch from Lacey, and this one's going to be outside, so we're going to have a full count, 3-2. Runner on at first base for the Parsons. Next pitch, and this one's rocketed to short. Manages to track it down, but the throw was errant. So on the error, Hurley gets to first base. Meanwhile, Bird advances to third. So fielding errors already rearing their ugly head. Chice now comes up to the plate for Snead State. Runners on the corners with no outs. First pitch from Lacey in there in the zone. And the ball squirted away momentarily. But nobody advanced. Second pitch from Lacey, and this one's going to be rocketed into center field. Barton cannot get to it. It falls within the fence. One run scores, a second one scores, and just like that, Chisnell with a 2 RBI triple gives Snead State a 2-1 lead. Barton was in position. She just couldn't track it down. It was just a little bit of a long play there, Bass.
That is correct, and the Parsons are up 2-1 here.
Payne is now up for Snead State. No outs. She has a golden opportunity that with the runner on third base, she could continue to do more damage to the scoreboard. Next pitch from Lacey, and this one's going to be rocketed into shallow center, and it's going to be down for a hit. Chisnell will come in for the run. 3-1 now for the Parsons. Now up Ellis. Runner on second base. First pitch, and that one's going to be sent foul. The 0-1 coming up from Lacey. And she deals. That one's going to be high. 1-1 to count. Next pitch, that one's down in the zone. Now 2-1 the count. The 2-1 coming up. And that one's high. 3-1 now. Lacey definitely doesn't want, with no outs, to put Ellis on base and have runners on first and second base. She looks and deals, and this one's rocketed back out to center. Barton's underneath it, and she grabs that one. A throw to Kirby, and they get her out at second. A base running error. I don't see how in the world she just changed up, Bass. Do you? They're going to say that she was not out. So because of that, Payne is on third base now. And up to bat, the leadoff batter, Bird. And the first pitch, and that's in for a strike. Next pitch, and that one's going to be in for a ball. 1-1 now the count. Next pitch, and this is going back out to Barton. Can she get to it? Nope, she cannot. And in will come Payne for the score. Double there for Burr, and out comes Chris Harris to talk to Lacey. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Hornbuckle now up to bat. Lacey's first pitch, and it's 0-1. There was no pitching change. Coach Chris Harris just came out to give Lacey some instructions, give her a little encouragement, and then headed back to the bullpen. Lacey's next pitch, and that's going to be outside for a ball. Now 1-1 the count. Lacey looks and deals, and going to be a ball 2-1. The 2-1 delivery, and that one's knocked into shortstop. Not going to be able to corral it, and the ball rolls into left field. So another hit. Now runners in the corners with one out. Coming up to the plate is Penley. First pitch. And that is in for a strike, and that was a beautiful little slow sinker there, Bass.
It was for sure. It just slowly, you can see it just slowly declines down.
The 0-1, and taking off, and a double steal, and they're both in. Scoring is Burr. Hornbuckle now to second. Now with a runner on second with one out. Penley's back in the box and ready. The pitch. And up high in the zone for another ball. 2-1. And this one is rocketed into the outfield. Barton collects it. A throw down to the home plate, and another double for Snead State. Is coming in is Hornbuckle. And now the Parsons have a 6-1 lead here, still in the top of the first inning. Now up to bat Holland. And I think we've batted around, Bass. If we haven't, the next one will be up. And that one got away from Lacey. She wasn't able to get the throw back. It's a 1-0 count. Next pitch. And that one's going to be outside 2-0 now. And that one's rocketed out into right field. Then cannot corral that and get to it. Holland will get to second base, and incoming will be Penley for another score.
Things have really took a turn here, Brian. That just,
yeah.
It seems like we cannot get out of this top of the second inning here.
You're right, Bass. It has been stuck at one out here for quite a while, and in the meantime, it's been 7-1. The Parsons. Now up to bat. This is Bird, and we definitely have batted around. Oh, 1 count. Lacey looks and delivers, and that one's down in the zone and will be a strike. 0-2 now the count. Bears looking to stop this bleeding. Let's count, and that one is batted away for a foul. Very smart by Bird to go ahead and take a cut on that, because otherwise she would have been struck out. Here's the next pitch. Rocketed into the outfield by Bird. Here comes Holland, and she is going to score.
Score now 8-1. Snead State on top of the Bears.
Hurley now up to bat. Bird now on first base, and we're still stuck at 1 out. Seems like we've been stuck at 1 out since noon, huh?
Honestly.
The first pitch was a strike, so 0-1 the count. The pitch to Hurley, and that one's sent back out to center field, and not able to get to it was Barton. It went over the fence, and it's a home run.
Just thought she had it, but then it seemed to just drop right out of her hand.
And it looks like Coach Harris is coming back out, and Lacey will be done to the day. Pitching change. We'll be back after 1 minute break.
Been using Pinnacle Bank since I came here after residency, and I've really enjoyed the local decision making here, and have enjoyed our relationship.
I'm Mike Wigington, principal at H.L. Wigington Capital Management, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
Hi, I'm Drew Gilbert, managing partner at Tallulah Brewing Company, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Dr. Amanda Daugherty, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, chairman of the board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Change. Hannah Payne now takes over after the bases were cleared. 1 out here in the top of the 2nd inning. And the first pitch, and that one's going to be outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Up to bat, Chisnell. Next pitch from Payne, and that was swung through. So 1-1 the count. She couldn't hold up on that one. Next pitch. That one's going to be low, 2-1. There we go. And that one's a strike. So 2-2 the count from Payne. Back in the box. Here we go for the deal. And now a full count, 3-2.
Still top of the second inning here. And we've been going on the second inning for quite a while.
And that one looks like a foul, so it's going to remain a 3-2 count. Another full count pitch. And did she connect on that one? No, they're going to say it was tipped. So the umpire's doing a little maintenance here. Now it looks like we're finally getting ready to go back to ball. Chisnell's back in the batter's box, and we're ready to go with another 3-2 pitch. And strikeout on that one as Payne sits her down. Now 2 outs. Bass, we finally broke that plane.
Yeah, it took a while, but we're starting to slowly roll here.
Now up to bat, Payne. So we've got a Payne versus Payne here. Payne from Bevill delivers. And a tip foul on that one, so 0-1 the count. Let's just hope this out goes by a lot quicker than the previous one. And the pitch. Oh, that was a beautiful change up there for the second strike. 0-2 the count. Bevill's Payne looks quite strong already in her first 2 batters faced. And she delivers, and that's another strikeout. So Payne sits 2 of them down to close out the inning, but the damage has been done. Snead State Parsons up 10-1, heading to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently, when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake Mackenzie from All South Land and Timber. We have been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Back with Bevill State softball, where the Bears are down 10-1 here in Summerton to the Snead State Parsons. Now up to bat is Brentley Champion. She'll be taking her first cuts of the day. Right looks and delivers, and Champion swung through that one. Bass, we got some Bama basketball coming up Saturday, the last game of the regular season, as Bama will be down in Baton Rouge to take on LSU. 10 a.m. pregame, 11 p.m. tip is the next pitch. And that was a strike, so 0-2. Bama looking to close this out against those purple and yellow clad Tigers.
Yeah, and unfortunately they couldn't get the job done last night as pitches swung through for the out.
Champion sat down with a strikeout.
Last home game last night for the Crimson Tide, and they fall to Texas A&M, the Aggies.
Those Aggies are a pesky bunch. Megan Caro now up, taking her first cuts of the game. She's going to send that out for a foul. Brett Elmore next week will be on the air with Jasper Viking Baseball. We'll update you that through our Facebook page. Pure set on that one. Next pitch. And that one's going to be outside for a ball. 1-1 the count. I think the Vikings are at corner today.
They are indeed.
Had that really good victory over Mortimer Jordan the other day. Next pitch and swung through on that one to Caro.
Well, we got a moment. Big news broke out for the Vikings as well. They got a new basketball coach over there.
And we cannot wait. We will be talking with head coach Heath Burns as the next pitch, and Caro sat down on strikes. Can't wait to talk to Heath Burns. Anybody who's been in this area knows any amount of time that he brought the first men's basketball championship in the Walwyn area home as a member of the Cordova Blue Devils. He was at Parrish, he was at Dora, now looking to get the job done at Jasper at his alma mater.
And from what I hear, Brian, he was a pretty good softball coach as well.
He was a very good softball coach. Actually helped out at Cordova too, and has been working with his daughter, Molly Kate. And she's going to be one of the main pitching cogs for Jasper this season. Jana Morrow is now at the bat, and it's a 1-1 count. And swung through on that one. It's a 1-2 count now. Yeah, I cannot wait to see what Heath can do with the Vikings, because wherever he's gone, he's turned them into winners. He just did it at Hueytown. Big, nice postseason run, and that's going to be a ball. So we look forward to the bright new future that we're going to see with the Jasper Vikings. And down, and that was 3 consecutive strikeouts. By right, we'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll be right back with third inning.
Hello, my name is Ike Baker. I'm a surgeon here in Jasper. I've been using Pinnacle Bank since I came here after residency, and I really enjoyed the local decision making here and have enjoyed our relationship.
I'm Mike Wigington, principal at H.L. Wigington Capital Management, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
Hi, I'm Drew Gilbert, managing partner at Tallulah Brewing Company, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Dr. Amanda Daugherty, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, chairman of the board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Welcome back. Top of the third inning now, as Payne now up to bat. Excuse me, this is Ellis up to bat for Snead State, bottom of the lineup. Snead up here 10-1 over the Bevill State Bears. And the first pitch is going to be a ball, 1-0 the count. It ties in with Bevill there, Bass. The season before Chris Harris's state championship win, as that one is swung through for 1-1 count due to what have you, whatever you want to call it. Coach Harris wasn't able to coach the full season. In 2013, Coach Burns stepped in and led the Tornadoes to a regional appearance. And then the following year, when Harris returned, what do? They win a state championship. So some deep ties here in between the two, as that one is tipped back for a foul, 1-2 count. And the amazing thing is we've got a lot of ties within the coaching staff here. Coach Willingham, of course, helps out with the Dora softball program. And that one's outside now, 2-2. Coach Shane Tyree helped out at Summoning Christian. Actually, his daughter AK plays for Central Alabama. And that gives us a full count, 3-2. Mission 34, Shannon Heitch helps out with this team. His daughter Emma, who was a player of the year. Another foul. Went to Wallace State, and he's helping out with it. And then Jonathan Lay, his daughter Camry, was on those Summoning Christian teams that won state championships 2 in a row. He's helping out. So a lot of community ties to the Walwyn area on this coaching staff.
And that's very helpful for this softball team. Cause
it is.
You got some people in there who has had some daughters play.
And another strikeout, once again by Payne. That makes 3 on the day for her, as Payne has doing a good job here stepping in. Burr, the leadoff, is back up to bat. And let's hope this continues for Payne. She's faced 3 batters and had 3 strikeouts. And outside with that pitch, 1-0 the count. Next pitch, and that one's high in the zone. Now 2-0 the count. And swung through on that one, did Burr. 2-1. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning. Parsons lead 10-1. And a foul on that one. 2-2 now the count. The 2-2. And that one's sent into shortstop. The throw is not in time, so getting on base is Burr. First hit allowed by Payne.
And she steals.
And stolen base, so now she's at second scoring position. Now up to bat, Hornbuckle. First pitch. Did she hold up? She did hold up. So a ball, 1-0 the count. Next pitch. It'll be outside on that one, 2-0 the count. Next pitch, and swung through on that one, gives us 2-1 count. Bass, going back to the local connections, it also happens on the Bevill State volleyball program is Coach Sage Beatty, who's done absolutely great work at Carbon Hill over the volleyball program for Bevill State. And now with Coach Harris, hopefully that's going to get a lot of these Great Walwyn area players into our area going to Bevill State. 2-2. And swung through on that one, the fourth strikeout for Payne. 2 outs now, as Payne is doing a good job of holding them off since she's come into the game.
She has done that. And talking about the coaches, you know, Bevill State's really drawn up some really good coaches in the area to, you know, add to their staff there.
Absolutely. Penley now up. Oh, beautiful changeup. Kind of a changeup sinker there that was almost perfection. Next pitch, and that one is sent down the line, but they're going to say it's a foul ball. I don't know about you, but staying within the Bevill State athletics, I cannot wait to see what Jordan Bell is going to do next year for Bevill State basketball, because that young man reminds me so much of a young Vince Carter. It's not even funny. With his dunks and the way he plays, he's going to be a force. And down, let's see. Well, we're waiting to see what the umpire's decision is. And it's an out, so good job by the Bears getting out of that one without surrendering any more runs. It remains 10-1. We'll be back after a 1-minute break.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently, when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake Mackenzie from All South Land and Timber. We've been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Welcome back. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one's going to be a ball. So 1-0 the count. Sydney Borden up to the plate. And next pitch to Borden, and this is going to be outside also, so 2-0.
You know, just a few months ago we was talking about Jordan Bell, and you know he's coming back for another season. Was only a freshman there, but we've seen some monster dunks from him this past season.
Those were beauties. My goodness, he looked like he was in a slam dunk competition at the All-Star game with some of the things that he was throwing up. 3-0, and hauled off on that one, and it's a strike.
But you know, he started out. He was a football player.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't play a lot of basketball. Really, first time he really stepped on the court, and boy, he is a monster. As ball is hit, and it's a foul ball right behind us here.
Plunked off the roof. It's 3-2 the count. I could just imagine him as a wide receiver.
Did you ever get to look up his, you know, his highlights?
I looked for something. I could not find it. Oh, and a shot, and that one's going to be a foul ball. First base could not get it. Just went over the glove, thankfully. But I would hate to be the poor cornerback, the 5'10" cornerback that would have had to cover Jordan Bell. I think I would have called a timeout and said, Coach, you gotta get somebody better in here. The 3-2, and that one is popped out, and they do manage to get the out, do the Parsons. So back up to bat, 1 for 1 today with a run scored, a double, and a stolen base is the Carbon Hill Bulldog, Santana Clark. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Let's see if Santana can get some magic started. First pitch, and that one is bunted straight up, and it's going to be caught by the 3rd baseman for the 2nd out. Catherine Hickey now up to bat, 0 for 1 on the day. And swung through on the first one, did Hickey. Oh, and won the count. And down in the zone is that one for a ball, 1-1 the count. Bass and I, in a few weeks, will be heading over to Oxford to the Ole Miss Arkansas game, where we're going to watch Sumner Christian star Kendall Beth Sides take on the Ole Miss Rebels. She's having a very good season. We're going to do a post-game interview with KB, as we did not too long ago when she was here for a camp. And swung through on that one, did Hickey. It's 1-2 the count. Bass, I cannot wait to see it. We've had such a great run the past couple of years with players in the SEC. 1-2 the count, and that one's hit back to the pitcher for the 3rd out. So we're heading to the top of the 4th, 10-1 Snead State. We'll be right back.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently, when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake Mackenzie from All South Land and Timber. We have been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Welcome back to Bevill State softball here on WJLX. Up to bat now for the Snead State Parsons is Holland. First pitch from Payne is going to be inside for a strike, 0-1 the count. Next pitch. And that one's going to be in for a ball. Yeah, a lot of folks who may not know about the area just don't understand the softball talent that we've had coming through here. Bass, at one time a couple of years ago, we had 3 playing in the SEC, one at Ole Miss, one at Auburn, one at Alabama. Of course, Ashley Swindle, who was at Auburn, she's already graduated. Kaylee Horton, who started at Ole Miss, transferred over to Auburn. She's graduated. KB Sykes, who started at Alabama, has gone on to Arkansas and is having a great, really great year there in her senior season. Really made ESPN with a catch. I'm sure you remember that, Bass. It was all over the nation. And she's been making a lot of videos with her base running also. Of course, she is the high school state leader in softball set records, as that one is rocketed to Kirby for the first out. But yeah, the softball talent here is just absolutely tremendous. And you know, Bevill State, I think with the hiring of Chris Harris, we're going to see this Bevill State softball program over the next years climb up to the upper echelon. And that first pitch to Bird is a strike, so 0-1 the count with 1 out. Next pitch, and this is batted over to shortstop, collected, throw to first, and that's going to be out. So 2 outs here from the Bears. And Payne has done an absolutely wonderful job since she has got up here in relief. Bass, she's only given up 1 hit and has had 4 strikeouts, so she's holding them off with the help of her infield and outfield. She's holding them off thus far. And next pitch, and that one's going to be a strike, so 0-1 the count. And this is Hurley up to bat. And that one's going to be a ball, 1-1. We're broadcasting this first game. The second game, we will have both games complete coverage on both our Facebook site, our website, and on Twitter later today. Get the full accounts of these games. Next pitch is going to be outside, 2-1. The 2-1. Outside, 3-1 now. Two outs here in the top of the 4th inning. And she tapped that one? Yes, she did. So the count remains 3-2 with 2 outs here. Top of the 4th inning. Payne looks and deals. And once again, another tip foul. Hurley staying alive. The 3-2, and once again, we've had a whole lot of tips. A throw to first, but umpire is saying that it was a foul ball. They thought it might have hit the home plate. In that case, it would have been an out. Looks and deals, and this is shot out to left field. Gathered and thrown. That's the the second hit that Payne has given up since she's given in relief. Chesnell comes up to the plate. Runner on first base with 2 outs. First pitch. And that one's sliced to shortstop, throw to second, and that will retire the side. So the Bears hold on for another scoreless inning. It's 10-1. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Ike Baker. I'm a surgeon here in Jasper. I've been using Pinnacle Bank since I came here after residency, and I've really enjoyed the local decision making here and have enjoyed our relationship.
I'm Mike Wigington, principal at H.L. Wigington Capital Management, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
Hi, I'm Drew Gilbert, managing partner at Tallulah Brewing Company, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Dr. Amanda Daugherty, and Pinnacle Bank is my bank.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, chairman of the board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Go ahead.
And welcome back as we are getting ready for the bottom of the 4th inning. Bevill State's Elaine Puckett now up to bat. Thank goodness. Miss Wheels up here is keeping me straight and let me know that this is indeed Elaine Puckett. She's 1 for 1 today with an RBI, and that was going to be a tip foul. 0-1 the count. Next pitch, and that one's going to be fouled off, so 0-2. Getting contact, Bass. Just need to straighten that thing up.
You gotta have the power and just launch that out of here. Gonna need something here.
The 0-2 from right, and that's going to be a strikeout. She set him down. Coming up to bat, Mackenzie Kirby, 0 for 1 today. First pitch to Kirby, and that one's going to be a strike. Swung through that one. Next pitch, and another strike, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch, and that one's down in the dirt, so 1-2 now. Pitch, that was going to be fouled straight on back. Count will remain at 1-2 with 1 out. One-two delivery, and that one's down the dirt. We're going to even the count at 2-2 here. The pitch, and fouled straight back. Boy, it's a good thing that we've got some gates here around the batting area, because I think that would have ended up in the press box with us.
Fencing definitely saved us here, Brian.
Yeah. 2-2 remains the count. Right, looks and delivers, and this is going to be sent over into foul territory by side first base. Count will remain 2-2. Next pitch, and the foul continues over way on outside of the visitors' dugout. We're going to stay at 2-2. Another 2-2 pitch. And that one's outside now, so we've got a full count, 3-2. It'd be really good if we can see Kirby get on base and start some of the offense going for the Bears. The pitch, and just like that, sent into center field, but unfortunately corralled down for the second out. Savannah Neely now up to the plate. First pitch, and swung through on that one, did Neely, for an 0-1 count. And outside on that one, 1-1. And next pitch is fouled away, 1-2. Bass, except for that first inning where Bevill State had a flurry of offense, Wright has really kept the Bears in check. She is definitely quite a weapon for the Parsons. And swung through on that one for the third out. So we're heading to the top of the fifth. 10-1 the Parsons. We'll be right back.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently, when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake Mackenzie from All South Land and Timber. We've been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Welcome back, everybody. Top of the fifth inning here as the Snead State Parsons are on top of the Bears, 10-1. Payne for Snead State will be facing Hannah Payne. First pitch, and that's going to be a strike. Been really impressed with Hannah Payne since she's got up. 2 2/3 inning Bass. She's given up 2 hits and had 4 strikeouts. Hasn't given up any runs.
She is definitely playing incredible so far here. Ever since she stepped up to the plate.
1-1's the count. Next pitch. This is going to be fouled into the left-hand side of the park. 1-2 now the count. Next pitch, this is shot into third base territory, a throw over to first, and that's going to be our first out. Now, Bass, you got some pull with the weatherman out there. Can you just tell them, can we bottle this today and just keep it like every day?
Man, I'd like to keep it every day and take it with us to Oxford in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Just at Christmas time, you know, unbottle it, you know, Christmas time you want cold temperatures, maybe even some snow, but the rest of the year, can we just have this? And the first hit, and unable to track it down are the Bears, and that's Ellis, as she's going to get on the first base, and that's the first hit that Payne's given up in quite a while. One of those shallow centers, just a couple of feet behind second base, out of the territory. And the leadoff is back up. This is Burr. First pitch, and that one's high. As we mentioned earlier, the second game, we'll have the full results of that. Won't be broadcasting that. And this one sent into center field. Barton's underneath it for the second out. We will have full results of Sunday's game. Won't be broadcasting that one before we broadcast the Wallace State games next week. Looks like we're going to have a batter change. Patterson will be in. Last check, Wallace State has been tearing through everybody. They're undefeated. The last check, they were 18-0 to start the season.
They got something incredible going on over there, Brian. They are playing some teams I believe we talked about. I think one of them was Daytona State. Playing some really, really good ball teams.
Well, I remember a few years ago, we had, as covering one of KB's Bama games, we had a couple of players on Wallace State. One of them, the name slips me right now. She was from Cordova. But they went and they played Alabama. And this one got away from the catcher, and advancing is Ellis to second base on the wild pitch. But they went to Alabama, and Wallace only lost that game 6-2.
Oh, wow.
And that was a year that Bama ended up in Oklahoma City, and you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, if Wallace was in the SEC, they might be a middle-of-the-pack team. They're a community college. It's pretty scary. But we'll be broadcasting both of those games next week.
Pretty scary that a community college kept up with an SEC team like that.
1-0 pitch, and that one's down in the dirt for a 2-0. Next pitch, and tip foul. 2-1 now the count. Next pitch, and that one's 3-1 now. No walks thus far in the game for Payne. The 3-1, that's batted right back to Payne. She's going to throw it over for the third out. So we're heading to the bottom of the fifth. Parsons still up 10-1. We'll be right back.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Martin Roberts, owner of Jasper Veterinary Clinic. 3 years ago when I set out to open my own clinic, Pinnacle was my bank of choice to help that dream become a reality. Recently, when we needed to expand and had the opportunity to acquire property adjoining to ours, I made one call to Wayne and he set those wheels in motion. If you have banking needs, give Pinnacle a call.
Hello everyone, I'm Drake Mackenzie from All South Land and Timber. We have been banking with Pinnacle Bank for over 25 years. The customer service at Pinnacle Bank is first class. We highly recommend banking with Pinnacle Bank for all of your financial needs.
I'm Robin Reed Allen, Chairman of the Board of Pinnacle Bank. Come see our team and make Pinnacle Bank your bank too.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the fifth inning. Brentley champion now coming up to the plate. Snead State Parsons on top of the Bevill State Bears, 10-1. Wright's first pitch, and Brentley swings through that one for the first strike. Next pitch, and that one's going to be in for a strike now, 0-2.
Brian, as you talked about a couple of weeks, we're traveling to Oxford for the Ole Miss Arkansas game, but a couple weeks, or not too far from now, we got the Alabama 8A game.
Mm-hmm.
As the broadcast time has officially been announced, 2 p.m. inside Bryant-Denny Stadium there on April 16th.
I'm sure the boss, Brett Elmore, will be happy to get down to some Bama games this year again.
I bet he would be. As
that was a strikeout by Champion. Macon Caro now heading up to the plate. I'll be heading to Sanford some this season, as we have some local players down there. And that one is chopped out to right field, not able to track it down. And Caro's heading to third, and she's going to be into third with a stand-up triple. Good job by Caro, getting that right into range where the Parsons couldn't track that down, Bass.
it was close, but just was not enough.
Jenna Morrow now up to the plate. She's 0 for 1 today. First pitch, and that's going to be in for a strike. Be great to see if the Bears can get a couple of runs in here. Maybe start a little rally. Next pitch, that one's outside, 1-1. The 1-1. And that one's going to be batted into foul territory. Almost went out to the Parsons dugout. Nevertheless, count remains 1-2. The 1-2. And that's in for the third strike. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Come up, bottom of the lineup, Sydney Borden. Megan Caro still on third base. First pitch, and that one's a ball, 1-0. Next pitch, and rocketed foul. 1-1 the count. And next pitch, and that one's a clean over the plate strike by Wright. 1-2 now the count on Borden. Next pitch, and this is sent out to the outfield. Is it going to drop? No, it is not. Hauled down by the center baseman for the third out. So we'll be back after a 1-minute break.
Your story starts at Bevill State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevill State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.
Did he say go? Mm-hmm. Welcome back, everybody, to where the Snead State Parsons have prevailed in Game 1 10-1 over the Bevill State Bears. Final statistics here. Anna Lacey came into the game, pitched 1 inning, gave up 9 hits with 10 runs. Hannah Payne, best she did an absolutely fabulous job coming in relief for Lacey. She pitched 3 2/3 innings, just gave up 3 hits, no runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Offensively, Santana Clark, 1 hit at 2 at-bats with a double, a run score, and secured her 26th stolen base of the season. Elaine Puckett, she had a hit with an RBI, and then Megan Caro had 1 hit. That was a triple. So that's the tale of the tape, Bass. Unfortunately, not the way that we wanted our first game of the season to go, broadcasting here on WJLX Bevill State softball, but certainly some good things to take away from it.
Yeah, for sure, and finally it's good to finally be able in the mindset of being able to be in softball mode again. You know, we've seen football for a while, seen basketball. Now we're finally into softball, so I'm really excited about this season.
Final results of both games will be posted on the WJLX website, to our Facebook page, and to Twitter. But for right now, for Sebastian Bass, for producer engineer Brett Elmore, I'm Brian Hale saying so long, everybody.